Hello friends, today our topic is packet flow sequence in PanOS. Myself, Dinesh Partney. Today we will learn what is the packet flow sequence in Palo Alto Firewall. So I am going to start this topic. So here is a chart which describes all the steps whenever firewall receive a packet. So whenever a firewall receives a packet, the packet ingress process is done. It includes extraction of layer 2, layer 3 and layer 4 information. Ingress interface zone lookup is done. IP fragment disassembly, if applicable, is done. During ingress, if there is a ingress process error, then the packet will be discarded. Otherwise, it will proceed to next phase where it will check whether firewall inspection is applicable. If yes, then it will proceed further. Otherwise, it will send the packet directly to it will directly forward the packet. If firewall inspection is applicable, then it will check for IPsec SSL VPN tunnel packet. If it is a IPsec SSL VPN tunnel packet, then it will send it for IPsec SSL VPN tunnel description, and again after description it will again send it back from where we have started, and again same after description same thing is done. After decrypting the packet, or if it is not an IPVPN SSL VPN tunnel packet, if it is not, then it will send to firewall fast path. Firstly, firewall session lookup is done. If session match is found, then it will continue to firewall fast path. Otherwise, it will move to firewall session setup or slow path. So firstly, we will discuss this fast path. If there is session is match is found, then L2 L4 firewall processing is done. It discard packet if session not in active state, update session lifetime, do not net if applicable. Then SSL proxy or decrypt packet if applicable. Then it will check for session app identification. If session app identification is already you know what app you are using, then it will check for content inspection. Otherwise, it will send the request to application identifier. So we assume that session application is already identified. So we will come to next phase, that is content inspection applicable. If it is yes, then it will send it to content inspection or SP3 or content inspection. Then if it is no, then it will directly forward the packet. If it is yes, then application change from content inspection, it will check. If it is the answer is yes, then it will send it again to application identification. Otherwise, it will send it to next phase where detection result from inspection. If it is yes, then apply security profile action. According to profile, the security action will be done. It will just like if security profile action is configured for send alert or set session to discard, then it will do the same thing. If it is no, then SSL proxy re-encryption packet if applicable. After this, the packet forwarding process comes into picture. Now we will go to forward section firewall session setup or slow path. If session match was not found initially, then it will send the packet to firewall session setup or slow path. Then forwarding lookup is done. Get egress interfaces zone and vsystem from L3 route L2 FTP lookup etc is done. Then net policy lookup is done. If net session is present on mesh rule, do second forwarding lookup to get final real egress interface zone. After that, firewall security policy lookup is done. Use application any to see if there is any rule mesh that allows packet for given address and ports. By default, allow same zone and deny different zone if no match for configured rules. Then it will proceed to next phase where rule match with action allowed. If no, then it will discard the packet. If yes, it will create and install the session, and again it will come to the firewall fast path, and same processing is done for this. Now we will see what is done in application identification. If session app is not identified, then it will send for application identification. Application override policy, it will in application identification it will check for application override policy match. If it is yes, then security policy lookup based on application is done. Otherwise, pattern based application identification is done. After that, rule match with action. If rule is matched with the action, then the contain inspection setup is done. Otherwise, it will discard the packet. In contain inspection setup, setup SP3 if security profile is specified, set session to discard if security rule action deny. Also set QoS class from QoS policy lookup. Then after that, application is SSL and decryption policy match. If it is no, then it will send it to contain inspection application. And same way, the process will further move on. If it is yes, SSL proxy mark session to be proxied, and again it will go back to the SSL proxy description packet if applicable. After all these things, where we have seen all the things, how if session is matched, then firewall fast path, and if session is not matched, then we have seen the slow path. In between, we have seen that when application is identified, then it will continue on fast path. Otherwise, it will send request to application identifier. After this, it will send request to contain inspection. What are the contain inside? After that, after the above actions and stages are passed, then packet comes to forwarding process. Here, it use ingress interfaces to get forwarding domain, do routing, switching, vwire forwarding. Whatever is applicable, it will done by that. Packet ingress process. In this process, QoS shaping, IP fragmentation, if applicable, is done. Egress to tunnel interface, if it is the egress interface is a tunnel, then SSL IPsec SSL VPN tunnel encryption is done. And again, if it is no, then packet is transmitted. If you like this video, please send your feedback in comment, like my video, comment on it, and subscribe my channel. My channel is iEducation. Thank you for watching this video.